Hi, everybody. Can you hear us?
Hello, yes.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
If you can turn on your cameras, it would be nice.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, good to see you all.
Hello.
Can we do it so that we can see everybody?
So
We are a little bit new to this, so we are trying to find out about the technology here.
That's okay.
Like that. That looks nice.
All right. So we will wait, I think, a bit for people to join, and then so we can present ourselves already, I think. So my name is Claire, and I work at DNS College. I work in the promotion team, and my job is to travel around Europe to meet people, to try to create friendships with other schools, organizations, and try to have a bigger community. So it's very nice. It's my first webinar, so I'm also learning by doing. It's nice. And I will let Annika present.
Yeah, so my name is Annika. I work as headmaster here in what we call DNS, which is our school we would like to tell you about today. And I think it would be nice to use this time while we are waiting. We don't know how many more people will show up, but let's give it a few minutes and we can maybe hear a little bit from you also. And I see Caro is there. That's very nice. Hi, we know you. Or maybe we could just take a little round and you can just say a few words who you are so we know who we are, who is present. Caro, you start.
Hello, I'm Caro. I'm 18 years old, and originally I'm from Germany, but now I live in Finland. Yes, and I'm DNS 2025.
Yes.
She's our first student. She enrolled last month in Team 25. So it's very nice that you are here.
Yeah, and I know Fotini.
Okay.
This girl here.
Hi.
I'm super happy to see you again.
Hi.
So you met?
I could finally join. Yeah, we were at a program together in August.
Yeah.
Nature Now. And that's how I signed up for this through Claire. And we've been chatting online. I'm from Cyprus originally. And I'm here out of curiosity to see if this could potentially be right for me at some point.
Okay.
And yeah, just excited to hear new things.
Yeah. Yeah, we met in this youth exchange about environment, sustainability in Lindesville. And it was very, very good program, 2 weeks. And Fotini is a very amazing, interesting person. I'm very happy to see you again.
All right.
Yeah.
So then we have Greta. We don't see you. Hi, now we do.
Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah.
Hello, so my name is Greta. I'm here just out of curiosity as well to learn something new.
Yeah.
I'm originally based in Lithuania, in Vilnius, and yeah, looking forward to meeting new people.
Nice. Thank you.
Then we have Inge.
Hello, everybody. I'm Inge.
Yeah.
I'm based in Belgium, but I like teaching everywhere. So I teach since South Korea and in Iceland and in Africa and on some other places. So I'm happy to be here together with you all.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
Then Anna.
We can hear you, Anna. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I had to put out. So I'm the mother of Ida.
Yes.
Yeah, we know.
Hi, the picture is not so clear.
Yeah, because, well, we don't have many lights now here, but that's me still.
Great. So good to see you.
Yes. And
Ida is also a student in DNS.
yes, she's now in Africa, in Senegal, looking
Yeah.
for voodoo religion, how she said to me yesterday. So,
All right. All right.
and yeah, well, I love your community. And
Yeah.
as you know, Annika, that the third of our Peter want to join you maybe in 2 years. So I'm still so, into it.
Yeah.
Want to just
It's
keep
great.
contact and know what's going on there.
It's we are happy about supportive families. It's very nice. Very nice. Then we have Natalia.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm Natalia. I'm from Italy. And yes, I'm also here for curiosity because I saw your program and I'm also searching for a university to do because I just got back from 1 year from Belgium because I did a ESC program. I don't know if you know what it is. European Solidarity Corps.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So I'm really interested in education, and so I'm really curious. That's it.
Nice. Then we have Eric.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Eric Mateus. I am from Brazil, and I am in Brasilia, Amazon region. Very hot.
Oh, wow.
I am teacher in public primary school.
Right.
I work with Portuguese language. Thank you.
Thank you. So good to see you.
Very nice.
Then we have Barbara.
She's trying to connect to.
She's trying to connect. So maybe Katarina.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there. Nice to meet you all. My name is Catarina. Yes, I'm from Portugal.
Yeah.
So I probably speak the same language as Eric.
Yeah.
Meet you, Eric. How do I? I'm also here as most of curiosity. I have a few questions that I want to ask and to see the program to see if it better suits my future, and that's it. It's a really pleasure to meet you all, and I'm really happy to be here.
Very nice.
Thank
then
you.
We have Jofia. She's coming. Hi.
I am from Hungary.
Yeah.
And I am still a student, but just before graduation.
All right.
So yeah, I am looking for interesting opportunities because I don't know a lot of universities here which interests. So, yes, this one which I find DNS is very
nice,
out of the box, or I don't know how
to
describe it. So I'm curious too.
Okay.
To know more. Very nice.
I just want to add that I will go to Hungary in February, and if you want to meet, we can also meet when I'm there. When I'm around.
Wow. Maybe
yes. Nice.
Interesting. I know somebody who were a DNS student who is in Hungary too, and I'm going to talk with her tomorrow.
Perfect.
Who is it that you know?
Noemi.
Very nice. She graduated some months ago. Very nice. Then we have Sarah. Hi.
Hi. I'm just outside. That's why I'm turned off.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm Sarah. I'm from Slovenia. I used to work as a kindergarten and primary school teacher in Waldorf and Living Wisdom schools. So I'm very interested in education. Otherwise, I'm an anthropologist, so I'm pretty much interested in everything that, like the whole world around human beings. Yeah. So yeah, that's about me.
Nice. Welcome. And we have Maya. Maybe not. Liliana.
Hello. Hello. So my name is Liliana, and so I'm from Luxembourg, but I'm currently studying psychology and educational sciences in Belgium. And yeah, I've always been interested in education and everything that has to do like with which is the human mind and how they learn and stuff. And I thought that your program is very unique. So yeah, I thought it was very interesting, and so yeah, I got very curious about it. So yeah.
Nice. So I think that was everybody. There were a couple who did not manage to connect, but I think now we start, right? Very nice to see you all. Like Claire was saying, this is new. Actually, it's also my first webinar. I've given many presentations about our school, but online in this way, it's new. So now we hope it will work out okay. And I want to start with telling you that we would like to use this also here for YouTube. So if you are not willing to show your face, you can turn off the camera. Okay. And I also want to make you aware that this webinar here is part of a big global festival for education. I'm not sure if you all noticed, but it's called the Learning Planet Festival. This is also something new for us. We have discovered it a few months ago when Claire met with some people in France who are the core people in creating this event. And it's the first time for us to be part. And if you go on their website, you will see that in the upcoming weeks, there are hundreds and hundreds of people who are occupied with innovation and development within the educational field from all around the world, who are using this platform to share what they wish to share with the world. So this webinar here is also part of that global event. And I don't know how many of you found us through that. I think maybe most of you received an email because you are already in one way or another in contact with DNS, I think. But you are all very welcome. And this Learning Planet Festival, it is about uniting and transforming education. And our school here, this is what we have been about since the school started in 1972, when I was 1 year old. So this is a school with over 50 years of experiences in training teachers in another way. And this is what our presentation is going to be about. And what you can expect is that the presentation itself should take around 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more. And after that, we wish to share with you an invitation for joining us or make you aware if you are interested in one way or another to do something together with us. What are the possibilities? And we will also have a little time for questions and answers in the end. So the whole thing should take around 1 hour.
So yes, I will share with you a PowerPoint for you to have like some image to rely on. And
maybe before, are you shared already?
Yes.
Okay, it's okay. Now you cannot see me anymore. I will just anyway tell a little bit about who I am.
You want to? I can.
Because I think
I can wait.
You went back?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to say who I am, and maybe also Claire can introduce herself because some of you joined after we had already said that. So my name is Annika. I live and work in Denmark since more than 30 years. And I am since 7 or 8 years, something like that, I'm working here as headmaster of DNS, which is the school we are going to tell you about. So that's the short version. I'm originally from Sweden, but I've lived in Denmark the biggest part of my life, actually. And Claire?
Yes, so I'm Claire. I am 29 and I come from France. I joined actually like 1 year ago DNS for open door weekend that they organize every month, preparatory weekend. And they offer me this job, like to travel around Europe and meet people. And because it's like, they saw in me like the skill of being social and everything. So they helped me also like to use what I have for talent, if I can say. And I fell in love with this school for many years already, like from, you know, just through internet, from commercials. And I was like, okay, this place looks amazing. And that's why I wanted to visit to see if it was true. And it is. And yeah, I really like this place. It's a place where people try to be together, even if it's challenging. And yeah, we try to change the things for the best and to learn about the world. And I really enjoy being around so many people that are with this vision of life. And yeah, so
yeah. So now we turn on the presentation, which means you will not see us anymore.
Yes.
But hopefully hear us. And I think we try to do it in the way that we wait with the questions until the end of the presentation. Unless there's something you really don't understand, then maybe you can put a kind of hand, can you not?
Sorry. Yes, we can, yeah.
You see, because, okay.
So if there's something that you think you don't fully understand what we are talking about, like clarifying questions, you are very welcome to put along the way. But if you have other kind of questions and you want to go more into something, then we try to take them in the end. Okay?
Yeah, I just have a question. What do you see now on the screen? Do you see like
yeah, the bus, learn to try, how to learn.
I see your cameras, no?
Yeah, another kind of school.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So we start. So we call our school another kind of school. And I think throughout the presentation, you will get hopefully a better understanding of some of the many reasons why we call ourselves like this. Our school has the name Det Nødvendige Seminarium in Danish, which means, translated to English, the Necessary Teacher Training College. And our school has, from the beginning, had a vision. You can hear in the name an attempt to offer something that responds to the necessity when it comes to training teachers that can respond to the needs in the world, you can say, if I put it a little bit short like that. So our school has from the beginning had the vision of offering an alternative, something other than what you can find in the public teacher training schools. And I think we move to the next slide. Okay, so our school is based in this place that you now see from above. We call it Tvind or Tvind School Center. And this place has, like I said, existed since 1972. At that time, it was just a big open field. So all you can see here with buildings, trees, facilities, everything has been created by the people who have lived, studied, and worked in this place. And our community here has all the way through these 50 plus years and still today had the main focus on education and on sustainability. This has been two main, what can you say, main focuses, you can say, of this center here. And still today, it is like that. And we are based in the west part of Denmark, quite near the coast. And as you can see, it's quite rural. Yeah. All right. these are just a few key numbers. So again, you can see the school started in 1972. Until today, more than 1,000 students have graduated the program and gone out in Denmark, in Europe, or in other parts of the world. The majority of them have gone out to work as teachers, but in a broad sense, not necessarily what you imagine a traditional teacher in the classroom, but teaching in many different settings. The experiences that have been gained by running this school here have spread and are today being used in many schools globally. And those schools in other parts of the world, they are run by a big international NGO called Humana People to People. And Humana People to People has its roots also in this place here, because some people from here moved out in the world and started this NGO that today is running development projects and educational projects around the world. And today there are more than 56 teacher training schools, mainly in Africa and also some in India. And more than 30,000 students so far have graduated. So you can say the experiences gained in this place have had big impact around the world and still today. So from the beginning, some ideas, some pedagogical principles and ideas of how to run a school were formed by the people who started this school here. And I will say one thing that makes our pedagogy special is that this pedagogy has not been developed by one very clever person. Like most pedagogical lines, whether it is Dewey or Paulo Freire or whoever it is usually a person that has developed some pedagogical thoughts, and then schools or people can follow those thoughts. Our pedagogy is based, the fundament of it was created by the collective, the group of teachers that started this. But since then, it has really been developed and experimented with by all the thousands and teachers and students who have been part of the schools. So it is, what I would say is our pedagogy is not, it's not dogmatic. We experiment a lot and it is dynamic. So it is us, students and teachers in our school at any given time, we are the ones who find out how do we practice these principles and what does it mean for us. Some fundamental parts of our pedagogy is the collective learning. We have a lot of focus on the collective in everything we do, which is one reason why we call ourselves another kind. Because if you look at the traditional educational system, it is basically quite competitive and quite focused on the individual to pursue his or her career within the education. We focus a lot on the collective aspect in everything we do, and we'll say more about that. Another aspect is that we are engaged in what we call the big issues of our time. So always aiming to have the outward focus. What we do, we learn about the world, we relate to the world, we also aim to act. So we don't only learn about it. So learn about, connect with, and act towards big issues of our times, which can be climate change, it can be poverty, it can be, I think you can, hi Julia. Julia is one of our students also, she just showed up. That's nice. So yes, and then the third main part you can say of our pedagogy is that it is experience-based learning. So we learn in theory, but we also have a lot of focus on the practice and very much the combination between the theory and practice. So what we learn about in theory, we also, yeah, you will hear more examples of it when we come into telling about the program, but focus on the practice also as an equally important part of learning. We believe that you cannot only learn by reading in books. You need to use your whole body and your whole mind, and you need to interact with other people and with the world around you. You need to gain experiences to gain the full out of what you're also learning in theory. Yeah. So I think that's to say very short about our pedagogy. The next thing I want to say something about, we call it the common meeting governs the school. Again, this is an example of how we are organized in quite another way than traditional universities or colleges. In our school, we have a leadership. We have me as a headmaster. We have our teacher council. And of course, we together constitute the overall responsibility for the school is something that I, and together with the teachers, carry. But when that is said, our students are to a very high degree together with us in governing our school, meaning having the possibility both to have influence how we develop and run our school with everything that includes, but also carry a lot of responsibility. And one way in which we do this is that we have common meetings, which is for everybody in the school. And the common meetings are prepared by me, a representative from the teacher council, and representatives from the different teams. And anybody can bring any point that they find relevant for the common meeting. And here is where we discuss issues to solve. We are not taking good enough care of our cars, or we don't take the safety seriously enough. What do we do about this? Or it can be a proposal. Somebody has an idea of a development of some of our activities, or making decisions about upcoming periods, what we want to share together, how we want our common life to be, what kind of food are we going to eat, how do we live a more healthy lifestyle. It's many, many, many different, you can say there's nothing that is too small or too big to become part of the common meeting. And here we discuss and we make decisions together. And it means our students are very, we say to our students also from day one, we also count on you as a teacher, that you are not just here to learn and for the teachers to provide you with the knowledge, but you get involved from the beginning. And our students are involved in running all aspects of the school, including the economy, for example. We also regularly have economy on the common meeting, so the students are aware. And if we as a school, we are a private school, we have no governmental funding, this is a big challenge. This we also involve the students in. If we have challenges with the economy, we discuss, we come up with ideas, and we are together about this also. And one outcome of that, for example, 2 years ago, is that teachers and students, we decided to take 2 weeks where we all went out to earn money for our school because we had some economic challenges. So this is to say, all of us who are in DNS at any given time, we are together about governing our school and making it as best as it can be. Yeah. Another aspect or expression of our focus on the collective is that we are organized in teams. So every year we have a team starting. So this is then, you can say it's a random group of people who happen to enroll in DNS in the same year, and they become a team. And if this team is, if it's bigger than 14, 15 people, then we divide in 2 core groups. So a team can consist of 2 core groups, right? And the teams have their teacher that is also part of the team. So this is another thing that you can say is why we call ourselves another kind. It's the role of the teachers also. The teacher is not somebody who decides everything that is going to happen or who has all the answers. The teacher is part of the team, but the teacher is somebody who has a better overview of where we are going, who has experiences with the program, who carries responsibility for always keeping the best of the whole team in consideration. So the teacher carries an important role, but the teacher is also part of the team carrying through the program together with the students. And the team is the base, meaning that all the way through the program, which we will tell you about, everything is done with the basis in the team. And yeah, we can say more about it, I think, when we come to the program. Then to run a school like this, it's a lot of work. There are many different things that need to function all the time. Again, this is something that teachers and students, we are together about. Cooking, cleaning, repairing, maintaining, gardening. We make efforts to grow our own food and so on. So everything, what it takes to run a school like this, again, it's something that students and teachers, we are together about. And we are organized with areas of responsibility, which also for future teachers, there's a lot of learning in this. Yes. Can I miss it? Oh, very good. Common economy. All students in our school become part of a common economy when they enroll in our school. And this is, it is something that has been created to make our school accessible and available to as many people as possible. But also there's a lot of learning in sharing common economy. And the way it works is that each team has a budget with period by period income goals that they need to reach. So the students in certain periods are earning money to cover the expenses of the program. The team also has a budget for what they can spend on food, program expenses, transport, studies and exams, and so on. And it is the responsibility of the team to make this work and to make the very best decisions together, how to manage their economy. And this is at times very challenging, because in a team, you will find people who are very different, who have very different needs, very different opinions about how to prioritize. You will have some who are very trained in working and are good at taking the responsibility of a job. You will have others who go out and work and find a job for the first time in their life. And the task of the team is to make the common economy, to meet the goals, make the best decisions, and make sure to accommodate all the needs also of the individuals in the team. And there is a lot of learning in this. And a big power in experiencing what you are able to do as a group when you put your money together. For example, you can afford to go on a 4-month travel to Western Africa, which we will tell you about in a minute. Yeah. So now I will go through in short the different years of our program, and that will be the last part of the presentation. So our program is 4 years long, but to make our program available again for the people who wish to join, we have added a year prior to starting the program. We call it the Saving Up or pre-course. And this is up to a full year where students to be, or they enroll and come together and have a year to save up the fees to pay for the first year of the program. So already they join the common economy and they are together about earning the money needed. And in the picture here, you see Zala. She's working in a school with students who have special needs, and they also have a zoo. So Zala, she's doing a lot of practical work, taking care of the animals and the facilities in that school. And here are two of her teammates. On the left, you see Sarah. Sarah, she works together with Claire in our communication and admissions office. So she's doing the same work with going out in Europe to share about our school. And on the right side, you see Eva. Eva, she works with this not so young woman, but a woman also with special needs. So there are different possible jobs that we can provide to make it possible to save up for the first year. Yeah, and these were just 3 examples. Now we come to the 4-year program. And the program is built up in the way that it starts with a big perspective and then it zooms in. So the first year has the headline, the global reality. And a main focus in the first year is to learn about the world that we live in. And I have a couple of pictures. This year consists of 3 periods. It starts with a 2-month period where the team makes all the preparations for their study travel. And on the left side, you can see that is a picture from a bus that the team have reconstructed with a kitchen, and in the back side there are beds and tables and chairs where they can sit and study. So the bus becomes the home for the team for the 4-month bus travel. And on the right side, you see the team that are right now out traveling. So there's Ida down to the left. They are right now in Senegal. They've traveled down through Europe and Western Africa, and their final destination is a small country called Guinea-Bissau, where they will stay in our sister school, which is also likewise a teacher training college like us. And then they will travel all the way back again. And on the way, in each country, they move out of the bus and into the world to meet the people and to make field investigations. And here you see Chenge together with a family, probably in Morocco. The first investigation is to learn about the village life in Morocco. But they investigate topics like the health system or fishing or life for youth, or like it's many different topics that they go out in these countries to learn about through the people they meet. And they live together with the people, and when they come back together in the bus, they write a report about what they have learned and they present to each other, and then out again. So again, here's an example of this combination of theory and practice. So they study subjects about the world, the big issues of our time and world studies, and then they go out in the countries to experience this world. So and there, in that picture, you could see a situation that can also happen where they got stuck driving through the Sahara with a bus, and that took a couple of days to solve it and be able to continue the travel. Then when they come back from the travel, there's a 3-month period we call bringing it to the public. And here the main aim is to share what the team has learned on their travel, what they have learned about the world, and to share it with people back in Europe. So here you see one team out in a school giving presentations. And this is the main outline of the first year that focuses on the global reality. Second year zooms in on Europe, and we call it the European reality. And here the main period is a 6-month period where the team chooses a city in Europe, and they move out to this city and they find an apartment or a house where they can live for these 6 months. They find jobs, and the aim is to learn about the reality for, you can say, the working class people of Europe mainly. What is life like for people who every day have to go to work to make ends meet, and with all the daily struggles also, and to learn about Europe from this perspective. The aim is also that the students train their ability to be active citizens and to understand when you live a life where you work and you have to take care of your daily chores and manage your studies, and then to also have the surplus to be an active citizen that contributes to your local community, to get an understanding of what that takes and to learn how to do it. So they organize many activities for and with people in the city they have chosen to live in. So here you see a picture from a team that have invited people into their home, and they are discussing some kind of topic. Right now we have one team that have chosen to do this period in the Netherlands. They are in a city called Groningen. Yeah, so that's the main period of the second year. In the third year, we start to zoom in again and focus on teaching and education. And here there is one long 10-month period of teaching practice in Denmark. And this is where the students make their first experiences as real teachers, with a position where they carry a responsibility as teachers. And many of them go to schools that we are collaborating with. And these schools have, the majority of the students are students with special needs. And in this picture, you see Xenia on the left. She was teaching in a school that have a maritime profile and make a lot of exciting programs with their students using surfing and sailing and diving as pedagogical methods. So she was teaching in such a school. Here we have Julia. Julia, do you want to say something about your teaching practice?
Yeah, the picture is from the summer, from the Do What You Find Most Appropriate. But in teaching practice now, I am working in a school that is called Efterskole. Is a pedagogical concept they only have in Denmark, as far as I know. And this school gives the possibility of taking some normal classes. So my students study Danish, English, math, science, but they also can choose among many different optional subjects like design, arts, outdoor life, psychology, different things depending on what they would like to learn more about. And yeah, it's very exciting to be teaching. Actually, I just came back now from my last lesson of the day. That's why I was a bit late.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Then we have Laurie here on the left. She is doing her teaching practice here in DNS. So she is together with Åsa that you see in the middle. She is a teacher in DNS, and together they are teachers for this team that are now in their saving up year. So this is just to say there are different possibilities for doing the teaching practice, but it's done in Denmark. And this is also because we know by experience that when the students are out gaining their first teaching experience, the team is very important, and the possibility of every month coming together for a study weekend where you can share experiences with each other and discuss challenges and so on This is very important. So that's why the third year teaching practice is national. Yeah. Then we come to the last and fourth year, where the main period is an international 6-month teaching practice. And click. Here, just again, a few examples. This is Damir. Damir, he is in a school in Zimbabwe, in Southern Africa. And this is a school that is training I think somebody needs to mute. Okay. So Damir, he is in Zimbabwe, and he's working in a school that is training managers of development projects. And they come mainly from projects in different African countries, but also from other countries. They come to the school and they do an intensive 6-month or 1-year training in project management. And Damir got the opportunity to go there. He was previous to DNS, he already had a degree in engineering, and he's using both of these this knowledge that he has to teach in that school. And right now he's on a biking travel in Southern Africa with his students. This is Despina. She chose to go to India. She has decided she wants to teach young children in the future, and she wanted an experience outside of Europe. So these are some of her students in the rural area in India. Yeah, so those were...
Someone is trying to talk.
Okay. Is there a question?
Yeah, hello. I
Hello.
have a question. I have a question about DNS College. Did you have projects in Africa rather than Morocco? I mean, in some couple of countries in Africa, exchange programs with educators or with teachers, or even with a social initiator that they work on this kind of educational change. For example, I'm from Tunisia in North Africa. Do you
Right.
have some programs or future collaboration about that? Thank you.
Okay, we don't have anything planned. I will say that our main connections are in Western Africa, where we travel every year by bus, and particularly the DNS school in Guinea-Bissau that also train teachers in a similar way to what we do. And then we have a collaboration with different schools in other parts of Africa through the organization Humana People to People. In Tunisia, we do not have any connections. So if you have an idea or a proposal, you are very welcome to contact us. We are open for ideas if it's something that can fit into our possibilities, you can say.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so in the fourth year, the main period is this final teaching practice. And here, as you can see, yeah, these were just 2 examples, but the students choose to do their final teaching practice in very different ways and in different countries. And it's also like a stepping stone into the future for the students to become more clear about where they see themselves after graduation and as what kind of teacher. And then after this teaching practice period, they come back, they have a final study period where they do their final exams, and then they graduate, and we have a big celebration. And there's one thing I realized I should also tell you about. Can you see if there's another?
That's the last one.
Yeah, I want to just add that I mentioned a few times that the students are also studying the theoretical studies. This is not done with us here in DNS. It's done with a university called ISET One World, and it is based in Mozambique in Southern Africa. So the students you can say they do two programs at the same time. They take a licentiate in pedagogy, which is equal to a bachelor, and that they do by studying online in this institute in Mozambique. And at the same time, they carry out the program, which is what I have described to you here, offered by DNS. So this is like a hand-in-hand collaboration between these two institutions that offer our students to do a combination of both. Because our school here is not recognized by the Ministry of Education in Denmark. And this is why we have created this, this concept here, which we are very happy with. Yeah. And then this is the last slide. It says, follow us. I think maybe some of you do already, but if not, you are very welcome to sign up and subscribe so that you will receive regular newsletters and invitations from us for upcoming events and so on.
I would like to add also that we have a lot of events that we organize on campus, and you're always welcome to join, even if you just want to discover the community, the place, or just to have an international experience. Actually, right now we're in the middle of one that is called the New Year's concert or the winter concert. And every time we have an event on campus, we have 1 week of like a camp for volunteers. And it's like, it's free for volunteers to join, and they help us to organize everything. And then they participate to the event with us. And it's very nice. Right now we have people from everywhere in the world, actually, not only Europe, but everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like very good energy. And it's, even if you don't want to join DNS studies, it's always like nice to meet you here in Denmark. So you are very welcome. And I can share with you later with your email, if you agree, a flyer about the next events we have.
Sorry, can I just ask about the volunteering? So can anyone from any country join as a volunteer, or you should be located in Denmark to do that?
For this short-term volunteering, which usually is just 1 week, if you are able to get a visa to Denmark, then you are very welcome. This can be challenging depending on which country you come from.
Okay.
Yeah, so as I understand, the College of DNS is a public institution, is a private institution, not public.
Private,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So you are doing all this work not under the Ministry of Education.
Exactly.
So it's about extra curriculums.
Yes, you can say it like that, yes. In the beginning, when DNS was formed and created in 1972, it was approved by the Ministry of Education. And for the first 25 years, it was also funded by the Ministry of Education. But in the end of the 90s, there were too many teacher training colleges in Denmark, and they decided to close this one down. They closed some of the smaller ones, and DNS was one of those that lost its state support. And from those that were closed, this is the only one that continued running. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a great, because it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy at all, and I know how many the challenges that you overcome.
Yes.
Way to go.
Yes. All right. But now it is open for any questions or comments. Yes.
How we can contact you by email, if you have an email for people that they don't have a Facebook or in LinkedIn.
Can you write it somewhere so we can?
Okay, I think on the website. Do you have on
the
website?
You can find it, but now Claire will also try to write here.
So I can write mine. And should I put the info one, or
can you see it?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So you can write to Claire.
If you have any questions, and then I can
tell
you. All right.
Okay.
Questions?
All
right. Understand, please.
Yeah. Are there any other questions?
Sorry, which one?
Yeah, we are just looking in the chat here to see if there's any questions there, but otherwise you are welcome to just unmute yourself and ask.
Which courses? What do you mean?
So Alba is writing something. What is the theory on which courses? Would you like to specify a little bit? Is Alba there? I think we don't fully understand your question. No? All right. Are there any other questions or comments?
I have a question. So this is considered also a bachelor. So I have a question. After this project, this program, sorry, can you do a master?
You can. We are actually, it's not so many years that we have worked in collaboration with this institute in Mozambique. So our numbers of students that have graduated, it's not a huge amount, but some of them have continued and are now taking master degrees. And it is something that we, in this last year, we are working more directly with exploring in each country what are the possibilities, so that we can tell our coming students more precise what you are able to do afterwards. And it's a little bit of a jungle because it's different in each country. There's not one standard answer. But we do have right now some students that have managed to get into a master degree, yes.
Thank you very much.
So the question was more like about like the theory, the courses, the first year.
Wondering what we learn about exactly in the first year in terms of theory. Julia, do you want to share a little bit? What did you study in the first year?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
We study so big issues of our time, which is a subject in which we study what are the challenges of the world today. Very interesting, one of my favorite. Then we study history of the world. So it's not like, I wouldn't say it's the same history that you have studied already in school. I mean, of course, history is that, but we try to look at history from the perspective of the masses, not just of, the historical development of history, but also how a certain moment in history brought changes in the society. So quite interesting as well. Then we had public communication during the bringing to the public. And then we were studying about how to speak in public, how to make a speech that is interesting for your public to listen to. And there were a lot of study tasks about how to perform, in a sense of when you're teaching, you're also in front of a stage. It's like being on a stage actually, and your students need to get engaged by you. So we also study a lot about it. We had leadership and team dynamics. Also quite interesting. And I think that was it in the first year, mainly because we were traveling. So when we were traveling, we were just taking one subject at a time. And then, in the second year in European reality, we had more theory about European Union and how that function. We study a bit more about the Danish tax system, for example, which is quite complex. Then we study, let me think. I cannot
remember. Julia, in the first year, you also had world studies. Is also a very big subject.
Yes, Yes,
that
it's true.
zooms in on each
Yeah.
part of the world also. Yeah.
Yeah, we had that big issues and work study at the same time, and they were quite intertwined as such.
Yeah.
They both tackle the big issues of our time and the historical or geopolitical situation of different state. But they were both quite interesting. And now that I am in teaching practice, I am studying much more pedagogical things like psychopedagogy, pedagogy, didactics, psychology, teaching practice, school management. It's a bit more focused on the pedagogy that we're using in different schools. And I would say the aim is to equip us with the tools we can use then in the classrooms.
Thank you.
There are many more. Sorry, I cannot remember.
I think that's fine.
Okay. But
Yeah.
if you have more questions, just ask.
Yeah. Are there any other questions? No, it's also been 1 hour, so maybe we are getting towards the end. I'm still intrigued about the international cooperation in third world countries. And follow up on them, monitoring and evaluation. Yeah, it's not we directly, we are not running any projects anywhere. We only run our school here. So those projects that we mentioned around the world, they are run by the big international NGO called Humana People to People. This is the NGO that is running all the projects. And we have many friends that work in some of those projects, and therefore there is a collaboration. And it means that, for example, our students in the 4th year teaching practice can have the opportunity to go to one of those schools to teach. So in that way, there is a connection and some collaboration, but we as such carry no responsibility, or we are not involved in running those projects around the world. We work only here in Denmark. Yeah. Now it's clear. That's good. All right. Yeah. Is there a final question, or should we say that that was it for today? There's one more.
Is this program internationally approved so that graduates can apply for teaching jobs in their home country?
Yeah.
Yes, please. I have one question.
Yes.
About the festival you talked about in Paris or in France.
Right.
Learn Planet Festival.
Yeah.
Do you have more information? Can you go there, or is it online, or?
It's both. And Claire is actually going there on Monday to participate.
And what is the address? Because I can't find it on the website.
Okay. They have two websites. They have the Learning Planet Institute. So it's one institute based in Paris, where they're like running many researches, and they have students, and and then they are trying to create an online and international community. So they have the Learning, I'm writing this, Planet Alliance, and this is the other website where you can find this information about the festival. So it's an online festival that is started yesterday, I think. And it will be online until the end of January. And then the on-site event is like from 24 to 27. But it's not only in Paris. Something will happen in the institute with the people having workshops, but also other places in Paris, other organizations. And then even on the website, you can find like location, and you can see maybe other cities that they are also, it's just like they create this platform for people that are into education or like community lifestyle and stuff like that.
Okay, thank you.
A place to share and to do workshops.
Thank you very much
All
for
right.
the presentation. It was good.
And you are, in case your name, you are working in Belgium, right?
Yes, I'm a teacher trainer in Belgium, in Bruges, in Ho West.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm also thinking to maybe go to Belgium to do presentation.
You're welcome in West. We can join. If you can come, I will guide you.
Nice.
In our school.
So I just have your email and
Very
you have
nice.
mine too, so we can talk about
Okay.
it.
You're welcome.
That's
Thank you.
good. All right.
Thank you all for listening to us, to Annika. It was
Thank you.
a very great first experience, I think, because it was very nice.
Yeah, and you are at any time very welcome to contact us. Now you have email to Claire, and you can find on our website. You can always contact us, and Claire will send you the invitation to the upcoming events, so you can see what is happening, where it's possible to just come and join in for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next bigger event is a peace conference, and actually this year it's going to be our 10th year of having from the 13th to the 19th of May. We will aim to gather around 300 people to put focus on the matter of peace, which unfortunately has almost no space in the public. Yeah, now there's a lot of focus on militarism and war, but very little focus on the alternative and how to create a more peaceful world. So this is our little small contribution that we've been creating such an event for the last 10 years, which is a platform for people who are concerned about this. So that will be the next big event where you are very invited and welcome.
And when you join as volunteer to help us to organize, it's also like an experience to learn by doing, and you learn how to you join a team. Also, it's like a small experience of DNS. So you join a team, decoration, transport, and you manage with us all the practicalities to actually make this event possible.
Yeah.
So that's like a nice way of understanding what we do here. And you're very welcome. Yeah.
Okay. So if you think of any more questions, you send them to Claire and we'll be happy to answer.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you both.
And then have a continuous nice day. And thank you very much for showing up. We are happy so many people came, actually.
Yeah.
We had no idea what to expect. So we are very happy.
Yes. It was nice to meet you.
So have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice night.